everyone, and happy Easter. I'm Mark Cannon, and I'm excited for what's about to happen. Before we get started, there's only one thing you need to know. Easter jam is for everybody in your family. So if you're a teenager, this is for you. You too, college students. And if you're a younger kid, get ready. We're about to have some serious fun, and we need you to lead the way. Adults, buckle up. This is an Easter like you've never done before. So no matter who you are, we want you to know that Easter Jam is for you. The only way to not have fun is to not participate. So look around. Is anybody missing? If so, hit the pause button and go get them now. We're getting started in 3, 2, 1.
Easter, a time for fake grass, plastic eggs, these things, chocolate bunnies, and people dressed as bunnies. And then there are the weird parts of Easter, like fake grass, plastic eggs, these things, chocolate bunnies, and people dressed as bunnies, which is interesting. But what does all this stuff have to do with Easter? And if this holiday is about more than candy and wearing uncomfortable clothes to church and lunch with your relatives, what makes Easter happy?
Okay, I've got a thought. There are only two kinds of people in this world. People who love these things and people like me who don't. I mean, I don't get it. Yeah, they're cute, but they're grainy and gummy. Yeah. And man, I'm not sure if I really like the marshmallowy stuff that much. Let's see how your family feels. Give a thumbs up if you like to eat Peeps, and a thumbs down if you don't. Okay, I know there's lots of different opinions out there. No matter how you feel about eating Peeps, you're going to love this game. Your family is going to face off in the greatest Peeps jousting competition ever. I'm going to explain how it works, and then I'll tell you when we'll start. First, divide the room into 2 teams. Next, take 2 Peeps and assign them to a team. If you don't have any Peeps, no worries. Big marshmallows will work as well. So Team A gets Peep A and Team B gets Peep B. And you can come up with all kinds of cooler names like Lord Sugarcoat or Sir Sprinkles. You get the idea. You can also use a marker or a Sharpie to decorate your Peeps, or you can give them some personality. Maybe draw a mustache or a nice goatee on your Peep, or give them some mean eyebrows or a fancy outfit. Just let your creative juices flow. You'll need to prepare your Peeps for battle. You'll need some toothpicks. Stick a toothpick as a jousting pole, a lightsaber, or a sword. Just stick a toothpick into your Peep. Each team do that. And make sure the toothpick is facing forward toward the other Peep. Now take a microwavable plate and place the 2 Peeps facing each other. No social distancing is necessary for them. You want the Peeps to be close together and facing one another. Finally, it's time for the big event. Gather around and put the plate in the microwave. And set the timer to 45 seconds. You won't let it run that long. In fact, don't let it run that long. Press start and watch at a safe distance until the Peeps drop their toothpick sabers and one touches the other. The toothpick that touches the other Peep first wins. As soon as this happens, you're going to want to stop the microwave. Trust me on this one, families. Okay, it's time to settle this thing. Don't forget to snap a picture of the photo finish. And if you want, you can post it on Mount Zion United Methodist Church's Facebook page. Just post it in the comments section on the picture I've put up this morning about the peeps. So it's go time. Press pause now, and I'll wait here.
How did it go? Who won?
How did it go? Who won? I won pictures. Post them to our Facebook page under the picture of the peep, and you can post it with hashtag EasterJam2020. Okay, yeah, I've got to admit, maybe that was a little bit more fun than I expected it would be. Though I was a little concerned. I didn't have a clear winner, and I think I let my peeps go a little longer than I should have. So are you ready for another game? For this one, you're going to need a laundry basket and socks. Lots of socks. Clean or dirty, it doesn't matter, as long as your socks have a match. And if you need to go and grab those things now, press pause, and then I'll explain the rest. Got your basket and socks? Great. Now if you can, choose 2 people to play. You'll also need 2 people to be scorekeepers. To get started, dump all the socks on one side of the room. And don't worry, these socks will make their way back to the basket real soon. Then place the basket on the other side, and when I say go, players will grab a sock, go through the pile and find the matching one. Yeah, I made it easy for myself. Roll the socks together into the shape of a ball, or like an Easter egg, and then toss them like this. Swish. Across the room into the laundry basket or Easter basket. The player with the most sock eggs in the basket at the end of the timer wins. If you don't have scorekeepers to help keep count, you'll have to keep up with that number on your own. That means everyone on the honor system, right? Parents, I'm looking at you. Okay, if needed, now press pause to get everything and everyone ready, and I'll wait here. Everybody ready? Great. We're putting a 1-minute timer on the clock. This Easter egg throwdown is happening in 3, 2, 1, go! All right, families, come back on over here. Okay, that was wild. Whoever won gets socks. Just kidding. Adults, make sure whoever won the challenge gets a special treat today. Maybe one of those things, a melted peep. Okay, maybe not. I hope you're having fun so far. We're celebrating because today is Easter. And if you don't know the whole story of Easter, that's okay. Today, we're going to talk about what makes today maybe more than any other day, a happy day. But before we get there, I know you have a lot of family and friends that would love to hear from you. And so to make that happen, you have a few options. Pause this video and pick one of the challenges on the screen to wish your peeps a happy Easter.
Okay.
Oh, hi. I think I got like 9 texts from people just saying Happy Easter. Well, thanks everyone. It was great. But even though we're celebrating a little differently than we have before, that's okay. Easter is still happy. And that's not just because of peep wars or Easter baskets or chocolate bunnies. These things are still awesome, but it's still happy because of what happened thousands of years ago at the first Easter. It's the world's most powerful story, and yet so simple. So simple, it can even be told with laundry.
In the beginning, God created everything. He formed people in His very own image. But then, we turned away from God. Sin entered the world, like a dark stain. Still, God loved us so deeply that He made a plan to rescue us. At just the right moment, God sent His very own Son, Jesus, to live among us. Jesus healed hearts, and minds, and bodies. Thousands gathered to hear Him teach. Instead of giving lots of new rules, Jesus turned things upside down by making it simple. Love God, love others. After 3 years of traveling and teaching, Jesus and His disciples entered Jerusalem to celebrate the Passover feast. Huge crowds gathered to welcome Him. But while the crowds cheered for Jesus, the religious leaders made plans to arrest Him. He was turning their world upside down, and they wanted Him gone. As Jesus celebrated the Passover meal with His friends, He told them that He would be leaving, but would return. His friends didn't understand. That night, one of Jesus' followers, Judas, led soldiers to arrest Him. The religious leaders gave Jesus a fake trial and then sent Him to Pilate, the Roman governor, who could have Him killed. Pilate found Jesus had broken no law and tried to release Him. But a mob called for Jesus to be killed. Pilate gave in and handed Jesus over to the Roman soldiers. Jesus was forced to carry the heavy beams of His own wooden cross. On a hill called Golgotha, the soldiers nailed Jesus' hands and feet to the rough wood. The soldiers and people who passed by laughed and mocked Him. But from the cross, Jesus asked God to forgive them. Finally, Jesus called out, "It is finished." Then He died. The earth shook. Rocks split open. Even the soldiers cried, "Surely He was the Son of God." One of Jesus' followers took His body and placed it in a tomb cut from the rock. A huge stone blocked the entrance. Jesus' friends were devastated. They had believed that Jesus was the one God promised, the one who would rescue them, but now He was gone. Their whole world had turned upside down. Jesus' friends stayed hidden in fear for 3 days. But early Sunday morning, Mary Magdalene, a close friend of Jesus, hurried to the tomb. She planned to anoint Jesus' body with special spices. As Mary neared the tomb, she saw the stone had been rolled away. The tomb was empty. Mary turned to see a man standing near. She didn't recognize him until he said, "Mary." It was Jesus, alive. Jesus told her, "Do not hold on to me. I have not yet ascended to the Father. Instead, go to those who believe in me." Jesus, God's Son, became like us to lay down his life. Through God's power, he defeated death for all of us, and sin was washed away. One day, he's promised to return, so we can live with him forever.
Wow. I hear that story every Easter, and it always amazes me. I mean, God raised Jesus from the dead to remind me that he's greater than anything that can go wrong in my world. The simple fact that Jesus came back to life is proof that I can face anything bad that happens. We can think about it in this way. I can because Jesus is alive. I can keep loving because Jesus is alive. I can be brave because Jesus is alive. I can have hope because Jesus is alive. Here's an idea. Take a few minutes and add to this list of things that you can do because Jesus is alive. Answer this question as a family. How would you fill in the blank? I can blank because Jesus is alive. Pause the video while you discuss, and when you're finished, meet me back here. Wonderful. I love conversations like those because remembering what God has done in the past helps us to trust him with what's going on in our lives right now. I hope that's true for you too, and I hope you'll spend the rest of the day making happy memories with your family, whether they're very near or they're far. To get you started, here's one last challenge. And for this one, you'll need to decide who's the technology gurus in your house. Maybe it's a step-parent, an aunt, an 8th grader. Either way, decide what person it is now. Got it? Great. As soon as this video is over, I want you to go outside and take a family photo. Take a family Easter photo. You can be dressed up or in your PJs. It can be totally normal with smiling faces or with one of those filters that turns your face into a bunny rabbit. I don't care. No matter what you do, just do it. Take a family photo and make it awesome. Then share it to social media. Remember to use the hashtag EasterJam2020 so we can see your family's Easter style. In fact, look on our webpage, look for a family photo, and then put your family photo up there in the comment section if you could. Well, maybe now more than ever, it's time to celebrate and remember God's faithfulness and the hope that he gives us in Jesus. After all, that's what makes Easter so happy. Don't forget, he is risen. He is risen indeed.
The greatest day in history. Death is beating, you have rescued me. Sing it out, Jesus is alive. Cross the empty grave, life eternal, you have won the day. Shout it out, Jesus is alive. He's alive. Oh, happy day, you wash my sin away. Oh, happy day, I'll never be the same. stand in that place for your last meeting face to face. I am yours, Jesus, you are mine. In this joy, perfect peace, earthly pain finally will cease. Celebrate, Jesus is alive.